Hey guys, Panda J back here in Operation Thunderball. We're up to Italy, turn 3.7, July of 1937. So let's get right into the Italian turn. So we have one tech roll, and we've got improved construction at stage 1. So we're going to attempt to get that up to stage 2, and that takes a 7 or higher, and a 1. So not so good. I hope that's not an omen for this turn for the Italians. So on to purchases. So we have 10, which I wanted to save all 10 of that this turn, but people are forcing me to do other things that I didn't really want to do. So instead, we're going to buy a colonial infantry for 4, a militia for 2, that's 6, and then Lend-Lease the Nationalists, a regular infantry for 3, so that will save 1 IPP for the Italians. On to combat. So we are going into Abyssinia. There's 2 mountain infantry defending, so they'll be defending at 5s. 2 militia defending at 2s, and then they've got 3 AA guns there. They're going to get a total of 9 shots, and that's at a 3 or less. So we're going in to Abyssinia from Italian Somaliland with 2 colonial infantry, 1 regular infantry, 1 cavalry, and then from Eritrea, 3 infantry are going to come down, and 2 fighters and a tactical bomber. So my units, the ground units, are all -1. So we've got a total of 6 infantry class units, 2 colonial infantry and 4 regular infantry. Those 6 will be 1s. The cavalry will be a 2, and then the planes aren't affected, so the 2 fighters will be 6s, and the tactical will be a 7. So again, I'm extremely apprehensive about this attack, but I don't see any choice here. If I don't go now, it's just going to, I think, get worse. You've got the French and the Russians both Lend-Leasing a unit a turn at this point. So that's 2 units right there. Not to mention that, probably they're not going to hit their recruitment roll, but you never know. So there's that too. And Italy just doesn't make a whole lot of money, so I don't feel like spending all of it every turn down here in East Africa. That's going to really put Italy behind the 8 ball. So, and there's not really much you can do to keep up anyways. You can't put colonial infantry in Eritrea because it doesn't have an IPP value. Italian Somaliland has an IPP value of 1, so that's all I can put per turn down there. So you're looking at militia and 1 colonial infantry, and then to take the next turn to upgrade the militia to an infantry. So it's just too much of a process, and trying to get anything down from Italy itself. I don't have a naval transport right now, they were talking a couple of turns even after you buy it before they can even land. So I guess it's now or never. Okay, so that's our only combat, that just down here in Abyssinia. So there's no first strike. So we've got our tactical bomber, and we really need to hit with our planes. If not, we're in deep trouble. So a 7 or less, a 4 hits, so there's 1 hit. Then we've got our 2 fighters at 6s, and a 4 and an 8. So we got 2 hits. And then we've got, let's go ahead and roll our 6 infantry, I guess, 4 and 6. So 6 infantry at 1s. And of course, we got no hits. And then we've got a cavalry at a 2. 7 miss. So we got 2 hits. So the AA guns are going to be useless after this first round. So they'll take 2 of the AA guns, but they do get to fire back. Okay, so Abyssinia has 2 militia at 2s and a 5 and 11 miss. Okay, so then he's got 2 mountain infantry at 5s and a 5 and a 9, so 1 hit. So I'm going to lose, I guess it doesn't really matter. I'll lose a regular infantry. And now the moment of truth. So we've got 9 shots at a 3 with the AA. So the first 3 or less. 7, 8, and 10. We're a third of the way there. 3 more at 3. 2, 4, and 8. So that's 1 hit. And 3 more at 3. There's 2 10s, so that's 2 misses. And the last one, oh, that's right out again. Again, 10 misses. So they got 1 plane. So I will have to take a fighter. So after 1 round of combat, we each lost 2 units. So heading into round 2 here, Abyssinia's got 2 mountain infantry, 2 militia, and a useless AA gun. And Italy has a tactical, a fighter, 2 colonial infantry, 3 regular infantry, and a cavalry. Okay, so let's go ahead with the tactical bomber first at a 7 and a 2 hits. So there's 1 hit. They'll lose the other AA gun, and that doesn't get to fire back because it's first round only for AA. Okay, the fighter at a 6, a 1 hits, so they will clearly lose a militia. And then I've got a cavalry at a 2. Looks like a 1, but it's cocked, so we'll do that one over again. So a cavalry at a 2, a 1 hit. So there you go. We got that. So there's a second militia. And then we've got a total of 5 infantry, the 3 regular and the 2 colonial. So we got 5 1s here. And we got 2 4s, 2 9s, and a 2. So all misses. Okay, so again, the AA doesn't get to fire back, so he's got 2 militia at 2s. And a 2 and 11, so there's 1 hit. So I'm going to lose another regular infantry. So now the 2 mountain infantry at 5s. 3 and 6, another hit. So I'll lose another regular infantry. Okay, so we're on to round 3. Abyssinia is down to 2 mountain infantry. I've got a tactical, a fighter, 3 infantry, and 1 cavalry. Okay, so the tactical at a 7. 7 hits. They're down to 1 mountain infantry. And the fighter at a 6. A 1 hits, so that finishes them off. But we'll do the 3 infantry class units at 1s. 4, 2, and 8, all miss. And the cavalry at a 2. 7 misses. Okay, so, but we got our 2 hits. Okay, the 2 mountain infantry at 5s. A 2 and a 9, 1 more hit. I'll lose another regular infantry. So it looks like Abyssinia has fallen with 2 colonial infantry, a cavalry, and a fighter and a tactical. So not as bad as I thought, but I did lose a plane. So that was not so good, but mission accomplished, I suppose. So that is it for combat. On to non-combat, not actually much at all. We're going to send the 2 planes back to Eritrea, the fighter and the tactical. And I believe that is actually it. No other non-combat moves. All the ships are staying where they are. Okay, so on to unit placement. So we've got our colonial infantry that we have to place down in Italian Somaliland. We got a militia that we're going to put in Eritrea. And then we've got our infantry that we lend-lease to the nationalists. So it's going to leave northern Italy, make its way around Gibraltar up through Portugal, and land here in Galicia and Leon. And that should be it for Italy. Now, I believe, I'll have to double check Italy's chart, but I believe taking Abyssinia activates one of their strategic objectives, and I believe there's some forces that you can put down. I will go ahead and double check that, and then on Germany, turn 4.1 here coming up, I'll let you guys know if that is the case, what exactly was put down there for the Italians. So on to collect income. Abyssinia wasn't worth anything, so they're still at 10. So they collect 10 and they saved 1. So Italy will have $11 to spend on turn number 4. Going to turn things over now to Global War 36 enthusiast for the U.S. KMT.